Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Relentless Push East continued. Well, I think things are winding up in this campaign and I had a realization. We, as a very pious nation, as you can see, orthodoxy is a colossal impact on the rest of the world. I realized that there's one thing that we have missing and we should really remedy this before the very end, and that is the holy city of Jerusalem. Yes, apparently we forgot to take this from the Ottomans some time ago, so you know what, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fix this. We've got plenty of troops. I don't think it's going to be too much of a concern. If we have a look, they do have a few little friends, but none of those friends are particularly concerning. Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be much for them at all. So they do technically have a Syria. Yeah, that's not very big. Ardalan, also not an issue. And then from there is technically Tunis and Funj, but again, they're not too hard to reach. And then France, well, let's be honest, France has not had a great campaign this run, so we'll go ahead and be able to deal with that. This also means we can reconquest for a lot of Georgian territory. We can also go ahead and take some overseas. Oh, that's right, in South America. That'd be good. And we can take a few things ourselves. So, with all of that in mind, I think we prepare for war once again. We will do that very soon. So, we have a good 160,000 troops up over here. We'll check in on the current unrest, and it looks to be fairly well sorted. What about you guys? No, we'll quickly go ahead and you can include all of this just to be safe. Yeah, I don't think that there's really much else. You guys can chill out here. In fact, you know what? We might go ahead and reduce your, what do we call it? We'll remove your leader. You guys can, again, are we needed up over here? What are our separatists like? -20? Yeah, all of this I don't think is going to cause us any issue. We do have a bit of overextension, but again, that'll disappear with a little bit of time. So realistically, I think I'd prefer to have you at our at the front against the Ottomans. So let's go ahead and sail, well, not sail, but march across. These guys can do something fairly similar. We'll bring you over here, and we will see about taking care of business fairly swiftly. That'll do well. As for France, let's go ahead and see. We've got 80,000, 120. We do have enough men, but I think we'll transport across a couple more. Where is our navy? What have we got here? A couple of transports. What are you guys doing? Hunting enemy fleets. Yeah, that's not exactly necessary anymore. Can we cancel the mission? I surely think that there's something. Where is it? There we are. Cancel mission. There we go. That's what we're after. We'll go ahead and let some of them regroup. We'll probably blockade some of France. As for, what about you? Your not transports, your light ships. Oh, that's right. We transferred a fair few down over here, didn't we? Yes. We just have to find it once more. Whereabouts is our transport navy? They should be, yeah, round about here, over in the Congo, right? And they even have troops. You know what? That works just as well. We'll go ahead and we'll get you to deliver them right back up over here, and that will be good enough. That brings enough troops. We'll just wait for them to get into position just to make sure that we have an easy go of things. And that should be about everything. Alright, more conversions are successful. We do love to see it. We have, unfortunately, a few too many. I think we will end up not being able to convert everything. But at the same time too, it's not the end of the world. Alright, so that should be all good. Let's see, military access, you know what? Why not? We'll go ahead and accept. If you guys want to fight people, you guys can go fight people. Military leaders have left us. That's, I guess it was our admiral. That's okay there. That's not a huge concern. Yeah, I think that's fairly good. So the question is, how are we doing? We've got plenty of money coming on in. That's always nice. We do have a revolt over here, but it looks like that's being promptly dispatched. So again, not a huge issue. A little bit of separatist sentiment, no, it's not surprising. That is for all the way over here. Huh. That is not what I was expecting, but you know what? It's not a big deal. And so I think that should be fine. And then let's see, is there anything else we want to do? Well, you know what we probably could do? Yeah, if we check out the New World here, the 13 colonies is pretty well beaten up. There's a couple of new what do we call them? I think they're tribes that have uprisen and broken free. So I think what we'll do is we might try and attack some of them. If we do go ahead and declare war, can we just... Okay, eventually it does look like there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, something along those lines. Yeah, you know what? I think we just go ahead and attack them. It doesn't matter, we'll co-belligerize them, we'll hand all of this stuff off. It does also appear to have a United States as well, a Grand Republic. They are allied to a couple of people, but again, we can handle that fairly comfortably. Yeah, so we have conquest and imperialism. You know what, let's just go ahead and we'll declare imperialism over here. All of our little stacks of troops should be happy enough to join on in. Do we have any more armies down over here though? Let's see, Mexico revolutionaries, that's not an issue. Hang on a second, where are our armies? Okay, here we go. We still have some over here from the last war. I don't think we have... Yeah, we do not have access, and I doubt that they're going to give us access. I didn't think about that when we pieced out, did we? Alright, but you know what? I think we have enough enough strength with our troops. Yeah, let's just double check. New Russia, 25,000, 34,000. I think that's more than enough. So let's just go ahead and we'll declare war on these guys. We'll co-belligerize everybody else. And we'll just clear up some of these borders. Again, we have more than enough. We'll go ahead and we'll do a good old imperialism. And we'll basically let the AI deal with that for us. Again, we don't have to core it, so it's not an issue. We can also go ahead and build... Maybe we just create a half template? Yeah, that'd take about 2 years. Well, that's a lot quicker than going for a full template. Yeah, that's 1,000 days. Alright, you know what, 400 if we start here, that'll have to be good enough. We'll build that up. Money and manpower is not a huge concern. Hang on a second, what's going on? It's not one of our cores, it won't allow us to do this. Oh. Okay, well then, maybe we'll buy some mercenaries or something. Let's just go with, come on, where is some mercenaries that we can take here? Oh, what did we... 24,000 men, decent general. Yeah, you know what, that'll do. Let's just bring them up in the Great Lakes. We'll build them up there and then we'll let them do their thing. That should be able to help out our allies if anything is necessary. But again, I doubt that too much is going to be required of us. They're not exactly large stacks. And as we occupy each of their fortifications, we should be able to piece them out one by one. So again, I'm not that concerned. We have a revolt. You know what? Good thing we've got some mercenaries around here. Do we have any military access? The answer is yes. Okay, well, you know what? That I'm a little surprised about. I didn't think Portuguese Louisiana was going to do such things. But I suppose these guys are trying to negotiate. So let's go ahead and... where are we attacking? We'll send you over here to that fort, and then there was one army, a second army, and where is the third? Oh yes, over here. Oh, they're already working on a siege. Fantastic. Alright, we'll go ahead and drop you over here for now, and that should basically be the war sorted on our behalf. Yeah, and then we just have to get ready to fight the Ottomans one more time, and that'll be all. Alright, so it does look like our transports have dropped off our troops, which is fantastic. We'll go ahead and upgrade the ships just because we can, and then... do we need any of our super generals up over here? 662. No, let's swap you out. We'll go 551. Actually, there you go. That is a siege general. Alright, let's go ahead and bring you over there. That should help us out. And then... oh, you know what? Maybe we even just take one of these stacks and we travel with them. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll bring you over there, and then we will float you across to deal with the Ottomans. Let's try sailing them over there. There we go. That should be perfectly fine. That'll give us more than enough manpower. We can quickly zip through the through Anatolia and make our way around. Yeah, that should be perfectly acceptable. We have some revolts, but again, that's not a concern. You guys can go ahead and... what do we... yeah, you know what? We're just going to tell you to... suppress some rebels for now, just because I can't be bothered dealing with all of these issues. Oh, wait, apparently that includes everything. Okay, that's fine. We've got more than overwhelming numbers. It's, yeah, that's just for the border goal. So that's all good. Let's see, what else have we got? We have a few more troops in position. We've almost got our other stack sailed across. Don't really care about the separatism because, again, we can handle the rebels. We've got plenty of men, and that should be fine. So, Welsh separatists, Aztecs, let's just double check that everybody is being looked after now that we've messed things around in what was England. Oh no, we are working on that. Okay, so that's a non-issue there. That's all fine and dandy. Let's just go ahead and prepare to declare war again on the Ottomans. Alright, troops are in position. You're all here. Let's give this army a leader. Yeah, let's go with a 4 siege there. You fellows should probably have one as well. Let's go with 1 siege pip. And then you... you're just going to be doing some occupations, so that'll be fine. Alright then. Let's go ahead and declare war, and we will take and reclaim a few things. So let's go ahead and imperialism for probably the final time. We'll call on in Baden and Mainz if they want to join in. Oh, and Bregenz, yes we will. Everybody else thinks it's a little too distant, but everybody else seems to think that it is a reasonable request. So let's go ahead and declare one more war. After all, we do need the Holy City. So, you guys, let's go ahead and march over here. You guys can start working on the fort. We will have... who are we attacking? That's the Ottoman territory. That's not a huge issue. Where are their forts? Oh my goodness, they have next to none. Huh. Well, you know what? That is perfectly acceptable. Let's swing over to Ardalan. That'll be fine. You guys can go over here. We'll start sieging some stuff down. In fact, you know what? Just autonomously siege. You fellows can go... there's a couple of forts. Let's march over here and over there. We'll take what we can. We'll track a couple of their armies and probably engage with them. I doubt that they're going to get too far. We have more than enough strength to be able to, yeah, make sure that that all goes the right kind of way. Alright, and of course, I did forget, we have France to deal with. Mainz is joining in, of course, because that would be why they joined on in. But that's not a problem. Let's march you over to their capital. Use the fleet. I think we've got a large enough navy that they're not going to be too much of a hassle. And then you guys, we can walk on over to the farmlands nearby. We still have an exiled army, but again, they're marching in the right direction. It does look like... I don't really know what they're doing, but it doesn't particularly matter now, does it? No. No, this will be all well and good. Alright, so, more conversions, that's what we're after. Inflation is a thing, oh no. Anyway, we'll be fine. French flagship has been sunk. Excellent. You, my friend, let's just go ahead and autonomously siege. We'll deal with one problem at a time. Lose a little bit of prestige. That's not going to hurt us in the long run. But again, we'll just let that... In fact, we'll lose the prestige now so we can start earning it through battles and conversions and everything else. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and march to Cairo. That would be good. Already working on this. You guys are marching over there. Yep, and to think that the Ottomans were once a very severe issue for us to deal with. It does not appear to be so anymore. Alright, well, let's march. Oh, they have a good 100,000 men. Let's march over towards the marsh. Yeah, make sure that we get the defensive territory. In fact, we'll bring some reinforcements along as well. And we will try and destroy their army. Yeah, that'll be nice. Okay, so... I've got some troops up over here. Again, they can't really do too much about that. We have taken their fort of Ankara. Let's go ahead and chase down their troops. Another siege is over and done with. My goodness, this is particularly quick. What do we do now? Where do we need to head? Down to Funj? Yeah, then there's also, what is this? The Ottoman Horn of Africa. Huh. Alright, well either way, we'll try and piece out some of their allies. I don't really care about them, so the sooner we gain that extra war score, the better. It does look like we also have a little bit of war score over here. Let's have a look. No, not you. If we were to sue... Hang on a second. Sue for peace. Who do we have war score against? Surely there's somebody, or is it just from battles? No, not just yet, but that's fine. We'll leave it be. We'll take that at our earliest convenience. Alright, there goes a stack wipe. I guess that was a whole bunch of troops up over here. We can now go ahead and march back and take their capital for the ticking war score. And then... Well, I don't know what else we really need to worry about. Oh, there is some sieges over and done with. Dealing with the French Navy, that is fantastic. You, my friend, can march on over there. Or sail, as it seems to be your preferred method of transportation. And we should be fairly good. Yeah, a couple of revolts, not really too concerning. More sieges, as always. Let's go ahead and... I think we try and catch these fellows as soon as we can. These guys will go around and clean up what remains. Again, a single stack is not that concerning. But what we will do... Yeah, before I forget... As we land on their next fortification, what we'll do is we'll use a naval barrage. Those things are free, so there's no reason why we shouldn't use that. And again, if it gets rid of one of their allies, all the better. Oh, and apparently 49,000 troops have taken... Okay, that's undesirable. Let's find an extra general. Where do we have one that we don't need one? You know what? Yeah, England seems fine. Oh, we've got some extra troops up over here. You know what? You can just automatically do your own thing. That's fine. And then... I guess maybe we don't need some of these super generals over here. Yeah, let's unassign you there. And then... Yeah, let's just deal with some autonomous sieging. You guys, let's sue for peace. We've got 99%. We can take all of this hands off to New Russia. That would be annexation. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. We'll Whoops. We will take everything that we desire. That's all well and good. Anybody else? You know what? We'll just go ahead and prepare a few peace deals. It's not like it's that difficult for us to sort out. Yeah, all of the money, all of their land, that is what we desire. And... no, still not ready for an out. Again, this should just speed up the process for when we do want to be done. But either way, that'll do. Let's head back over towards the Ottomans. We should be fine. It does look like France has mustered a couple of troops. Again, nothing too crazy. Again, one of our single stacks should be sufficiently capable of handling it. We'll go ahead and we will blow open their walls, and that will work particularly nicely. Yeah. Alright, Battle of Picardy. Looks like that was a victory there. Looks like our mercenaries are doing their job. Brigands is joining in. Russia's... oh, yeah. Well, we are doing our job, I should say. And then what else have we got? Oh, you know, we have some troops up over here still. Can we march you across? Sure. Go ahead. You've got military access. May as well make the most of your presence. Everybody else, let's travel. Where do we want to go? You know what? Maybe we march you towards Tunis. Yeah, head over to Tunisia and make sure that we get rid of them from the fight. Again, negotiating power is what we're after. And we're not really too concerned at much more than that. Alright, so that did get taken, but it looks like... oh, they do have a couple of troops around, 160 odd thousand. Oh, we've got some rebels hanging off over here. You know, let's go ahead and deal with them. And then... yeah, you're dealing with all of that. That's appropriate. Yeah, we'll go through, and then I think what we'll do is we will march them around. There we go. That should be sufficient. The Ottomans do technically have 200,000, so I suppose that would be something to... you know, some of our smaller stacks could technically get taken out, but I'm not, again, too bothered. Go ahead and we'll sail... actually, no, we'll just march over there. We can send our ships around, though. We'll blockade the rest of those fortifications and make the most of those naval barrages. Yeah, that's handy. Alright, rebels are dealt with. Some other troops are dealt with. Let's see, we're still black flagged somewhere. Let's go ahead and march you over here, and then, I don't know, let's chase these troops around. We'll see if we can catch them out. Yeah, once we beat down some of their armies, I think we will be in a good enough position to piece them out. Can we take your land? No, we still need, what is this? 6 more reasons. Yeah, military strength, that would be enough for us to be able to negotiate a peace. Either that, or we could just destroy it, and then that would also work. Alright, losing claims. Again, claims are not particularly an issue at this point. We're just doing things to make sure that we have the, you know... oh, wait, making sure that we have the holy city, as we are a pious nation. We need to make sure that that all works out. Alright, education for the poor. Gain innovativeness, some unrest? Sure. That's already maxed out, innovativeness, but that is... I still believe in a good education, so we'll go for that anyway. Siege of Soba is over, so let's head to their capital. We'll hand this off to Georgia simply because they have better defensiveness. Let's see, how did that go? Yep, pretty good engagement there. I don't know exactly how many of their men are left. Oh no, none of their men are left. Okay, so it's just a matter of autonomously sieging down France. Is there anything we want? Could get you to revoke cause, but I don't think we will. Gives their core to Gascony. No, Catalonia, not going to do that either. Navarra as a state? Provence? Hang on, what is your religion? It's Catholic. If only you were Protestant. Let's go with your annulled treaties. Let's go ahead and we will say goodbye to the Ottomans for you. We'll say goodbye to Tuscany for you. And then... let's just get... oh no, we can't afford all of their friends. Okay, maybe that was a little bit excessive. We could take their money though. Yeah, you know what? We'll take your money. We'll take war reparations and... what else? Actually, you know what? I don't even care about the Ottomans. You can keep that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll go for something along these lines. That'll be our peace agreement there. And then elsewhere, let's see. What about Funj? Are you guys ready to bail on the war? Not just yet. We've got a couple of reasons, but not too many. We've almost made our way up over to Tunis's capital. That's not going to be a big issue. Siege down pretty much everything up over here. All of this. I'm not sure really what remains. Oh, wait. Who are these guys? Oh, they're over in America, aren't they? Yeah, no, we want your land, please, and thank you. We'll take everything that you've got. So, I guess we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Chase down a few more of their armies and all of that. We'll just keep on dealing with everything. But there we go. That should be enough. These guys want out. We will go ahead and tell them to... you know what? War reparations and money. You know what? I don't even care about the money. Yeah, we just want them to know that, well, basically, they're so insignificant. We don't even care about their alliance with the Ottomans. It's just not something that concerns us. And then, let's see, who else are we fighting? Oh, there's some more Ottoman land down here. Is there any fortifications? No. Okay, we'll ignore that then. We'll just march our way back up over here. Hopefully we'll take one of these. Oop. Hopefully we'll take some of these forts soon and we can march our troops across here. But otherwise I think we'll be fairly fine. Yeah, oh, siege is over. Okay, that is one of them. Let's start... march our way forwards. Oh, these guys. Do they want out yet? Again, we will only accept full annexation. Nope. Well, then we shall decline. I don't know. When we get an unconditional surrender, that might be the way that we do this. We'll have everything taken. Yeah, that's going to take... we need a few more forts, but that'll probably be something along the lines of what we go for. Let's see. Great Britain is trying to fight back on behalf of British Louisiana. That's bad news for them. Let's go ahead and let's just go autonomously sieging. That's fine with the mercs. You guys are sieging provinces, avoiding strong enemies. Again, I have no idea. We've seen this a few times, and I don't know what's going on there because they don't have any strong armies. Like in its entirety, they have barely 50,000 men. I really don't understand. Oh, and of course, we're going to lose a stability right towards the end. Alright, the end is nigh. You know what? That seems appropriate. After all, that is the truth of the matter. We are almost done. There goes Tripoli as well. That is excellent. Let's march you over to France, and then let's deal with Tunis. We have good war score. Let's go ahead and take some more reparations for our time and effort. We'll also go ahead and, you know, let's just, you know, let's not even take the money. It's not even about the money at this point. But we are going to go ahead and we're going to say you are no longer allowed to be friends with the Ottomans. Yeah, they're a bad influence on you. We're going to save you from yourselves. And then... you know, we might as well take a little bit of money. There we go. Okay. That's that. Let's take our troops and march back towards... wait a second. What are you... We're going to be black flag? Yes, we are. Okay, hang on a second. Cancel autonomous sieging. We're going to march your way across there. Are you guys traveling now? No, you're not. Okay. We'll go ahead and blow open the fort for France. And then I think that might even be enough for a peace deal here. 45% is pretty solid. We've got money. We've got war reparations. Is there anything else that's particularly nice? I don't think so, but again, I don't think I care. So let's say goodbye to you guys. And that is that. Let's march everybody. We'll send you back up over here. You guys can head over to Italy. You guys have done a good job. And then I suppose we'll send you slightly further up. Yeah, we'll cancel the sieging. And then that should be pretty much all that we need. Yeah, alright, cool. So, Ottomans, they're almost done. Still got a couple of years left, but again, we should be fine. After all, we do want to core all of this and stabilize our nation. Oh, and before I forget, we still have a couple of cores to make from England. Yeah, we do want to sort that. Now, over here, we have the Russian Great Lakes. I guess we need... what is this? We have... Hang on a second. One chord, two... You're almost caught already. Hang on a second. Maybe we wait for that to be done. Because we will have... What's this? Actually, we have a few almost to be called. One, two... Wait, no. Yeah, one's almost done. Two's almost done. Three... 4 and 5. So you know what? I don't think we need to core up anything else. No, we'll hold off for a second and we'll see if we made the right choice. You guys are running around sieging and doing all that silly stuff. Anybody that we can peace out for everything that they own? Why not? Ally in war, military strength. Just need to find their silly armies. Now, where on earth have they gone? I'm not seeing any of them up over here. Have they tried to run away? Potentially. Yeah, but the Russian West Indies and Mexico are not playing games. They're sending a huge army. Alright, you know what? I think we just continue this little war for now. You know what? I'm even tempted to go ahead and declare war on the United States. We'll finish off all of these other... Yeah, you're here. Again, no one of particular strength, but not much else to wait for. We've got troops in the area. You know what? Confirm. I don't know if I clicked the imperialism button, but you know what? It'll do. I don't think it really matters at this stage. It's only cheap territory anyway. So we'll see what we can get done. Let's see if we can pincer down some of the Ottomans' troops. Looks like these guys are heading in the wrong direction. Let's go ahead and send you back in the right path. Yeah, we need... No, I think we go ahead and we take on that 50 stack. That'll be fine. Alright, and then hopefully that'll also mean we get those troops back as well. That would be rather nice. Alright, so that should be a nice little victory there. Oh, we can afford technology a few years in advance. You know what, let's just go ahead and show our superiority. We're going to take it early, just like a few of the others. And then in a little bit we can also get that tech as well. Alright, there goes a couple of core provinces. Oh, apparently we have lost a battle. How did this happen? I have no idea, but you know what? I'm not actually that concerned. You guys, go ahead and continue to autonomously siege. That is your job as well. Again, they will bow down. Even if it takes a little bit to chase down their armies, they'll be sufficient. Hey, and Russian Louisiana, finally, we have ourselves that tiny new nation. That'll work out nicely. Alright, so still people looking for peace. Are you willing to do what we want? The answer is no then. What about you? Also no, we will decline. Okay. So unless our war score with these guys massively increases, I think we'll just wait until they white peace. Sorry, not white peace, but a, what do we call them? Unconditional surrender. That's the thing that we're after. We also now have a whole heap of extra strength here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all of these ports are being looked after by us. Do we want to steer some more trade through? We have some decent power. Most of it's going up. Most of this is going across. Actually, this does kind of loop around the Ivory Coast. We don't have we somehow do have a decent amount of control here. You know what? I think... Why not? Let's set up a new merchant. We'll transfer trade power. That'll be fine. That should be all that we need. And that should be fairly good. Oh, we've got 62,000 ducats as well. Let's go ahead and... No, we don't need the dry dock. What I was going for was the training fields. We're just going to pick up a whole bunch of extra manpower because, you know, at this point it's more of a national idea than anything else. So we'll pick up all of those. Let's see. 500, that should be fine. Yeah, anything less than 500 we will ignore. There we go. We have to have a cutoff at some point. Manufactories. So let's go ahead and get a whole heap of them up and running. That should be fine. And then let's go for some counting houses. Some of those are also particularly good. Alright, there you go. We finally used up all of our money. Oh, alright. Well, let's see, what have we got? Still got the Ottomans. Have they got any extra friends? The answer is no, it's just Syria and Ardalan, which are subject to them. Okay, so it's just a matter of chasing them down, but I think that's what we'll do in the next episode. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to make sure that you catch all of our fixing up of our border gore, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.